We're back at the IBJJF Crown presented by Flow Grappling. We've got one of your featherweight semifinals, Ademir Barreto taking on Joao Mendez. Ademir got the win in his quarterfinal via knee bar over Eduardo Granzotto. Joao Mendez defeated Kennedy Maciel by points. Over on mat 1, we've got Shane Jamil Hill Taylor taking on Diego Pato.
Barreto.
Joao and Barreto really impressive in their first matches here in the featherweight division.
Yes, Joao Mendez with what I think you could call an upset victory versus Kennedy Maciel. Ademir Barreto displaying that signature speed and explosiveness as he defeated Dudu Granzotto.
Joao Mendez controlling the sleeve grip, double sleeve grips. Saw him use the double sleeve position against Kennedy quite a bit earlier today. Now switches to the cross collar and sleeve. Ademir postures up, trying to break this cross collar grip.
I think the key in this matchup is going to be Joao Mendez's ability to contain Barreto. Look at that.
Excellent
Beautiful
sweep by Joao Mendez. He scores 2 points in a pretty solid passing position. Good recovery by Ademir Barreto.
Mendez is looking incredible this tournament.
He's had some really close matches with some of the best black belts in the world. I think this is the best I've ever seen Joao Mendez look thus far in competition as a black belt.
Tall tasks are ahead of him, though, if he is to have this giant breakout performance he's looking for here today. Like you mentioned, waiting on the other side is the winner of 2 IBJJF Black Belt World Champions in Diego Pato Oliveira and Shane Jamil Hill Taylor. Barreto now looking for the lasso, possibly looking for the lasso leg to go under the leg of Joao Mendez and sweep.
Ademir trying to put Joao on his hip. See if he can come up. He's going to need to get that right leg free. Penalties issued to Ademir Barreto and Joao Bisnaga for inactivity. We'll restart the action.
Joao Mendez trying to increase the action from on top.
Ademir so explosive, transitioning between guards, trying to sweep. Looks like a bit of blood on the forehead of Joao Mendez.
And the medic's going to come out. Oh, it is actually, is it Barreto or is it Mendez
Looks
bleeding?
like it's from Barreto's, I think it's from his nose. Not from Ademir Barreto's nose, from Joao Mendez' forehead. He's going to get that cleaned up, and we'll resume the action here shortly.
What's that? I believe they're putting liquid glue on his forehead right now. Well, all right. We're just about ready to get back to the action.
Ademir Barreto trailing Joao Mendez. Apologies for the incorrect name on the scoreboard. Should be Joao Mendez, who's leading Ademir Barreto by 2 points.
Joao Mendez being so aggressive from on top, but it could be trouble for him if he continues to push forward. That's actually leading into the sweep that Barreto's going for.
Barreto now gets that shin-to-shin hook. Joao clears it. Joao Mendez defeated Kennedy Maciel in the quarterfinal to advance to the semi against Ademir Barreto. Ademir won his match by knee bar over Eduardo Dudu Granzotto. Winner of this match takes on the winner of Diego Pato and Shane Jamil Hill Taylor. That match currently going down on mat 1. This is the IBJJF crown presented by Flow Grappling. The second edition of this event. 6 divisions, 8 athletes per division. 6 champions will be crowned today here in Long Beach, California. Joao Mendez and Ademir Barreto working to become the featherweight crown champion. Not a whole lot of activity the last couple minutes here, Jake.
Well, Joao doing a good job of riding this lead and not giving Barreto too many opportunities to sweep. There was a couple close calls, I would call it, where Mendez was putting a lot of pressure forward, not being as careful with his weight. Barreto nearly got some sweeps, as you see right here. Almost a similar situation. Barreto's just so good with that deep lasso and turning it into a sweeping situation. This is good for Mendez, though. Chest-to-chest pressure.
Ademir making space. Great recovery by Ademir. On mat 1, Diego Pato defeats Shane Jamil Hill Taylor. He advances to your featherweight final at the Crown, where he'll take on the winner of Joao Mendez and Ademir Barreto.
Look at Mendez just bringing his knee to his butt to continue this knee cut. A lot of Atos Jiu-Jitsu who showed up here at the Walter Pyramid. You can feel the energy starting to build for Joao Mendez. Still currently up by 2.
We'll get our scoreboard back here shortly. But Joao Mendez currently leading by 2 points over Ademir Barreto. Joao, as you mentioned, Jake, representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu. Ademir, a GF team athlete. So we're even on advantages and penalties at 1 apiece for both athletes. Joao Mendez up by 2 points. Winner takes on Diego Pato in your crown featherweight final. Got our scoreboard back. 1 minute, 27 seconds remain. Ademir Barreto in a good sweeping position in the X guard. Not a whole lot of time left. Just 1 minute. Ademir Barreto needs to sweep to even up this score.
Mendez has been doing a great job keeping his hips in line and just not giving Barreto too many opportunities. And we've seen Barreto is a dangerous competitor. He's able to make situations happen. With 40 seconds left, he might only have time for 1 more sweep attempt before Joao Mendez secures his spot in the final.
Ademir trying to create some space to stand up. Now going with a shin-to-shin hook with his right foot. Gets underneath the hips of Joao, but he's got only 10 seconds left to work. And it looks like Joao Mendez is going to win this semifinal here at the Crown. He advances to the final where he will meet Diego Pato.
And a great show of sportsmanship out of Joao Mendez. It's a close match between 2 amazing black belt competitors. What a day Joao Mendez is having. He's going to need to take this momentum into his final matchup. The final boss, you could even say, Diego Pato. Well, the crowd stopped before we get the camera on them, but they were very excited.
A lot of support here. The Atos athletes out of San Diego, California, not too far from Long Beach. Joao Mendez gets the victory via points. Earned a sweep earlier in the match, held on to that lead over Ademir Barreto. And Joao is in your featherweight crown final.